Hello people, in this video I'll work out question 12 A and B from a 2019 grade 12 internal additional mathematics paper 2. So we're going to start with part A. It reads a curve has gradient function dy dx equal to 1 minus x minus 2x squared plus 4x to the power 3 and passes through the point 0, 2. Find the equation of the curve. So that part has 4 marks. So to work out this question, we'll use integration and we'll introduce y on the left side since we are looking for the equation of the curve, and then we are going to integrate the gradient function given with respect to x. So for that, we're going to introduce the following. So we're going to write y equal to the integral of dy over dx with respect to x. So here we are differentiating the gradient function and we want the equation of the curve, so we introduce y. So the next stage, I'll write y equal to the integral of 1 minus x minus 2x squared plus 4x to the power 3 with respect to x. So what we're going to do is to integrate, we are going to add a 1 to the index of x, and then that means that we're going to get a new index. We are going to divide each term by the new index that we get, and then also we're going to add plus c and calculate for c, which is the constant. So this means on the first one here we've been given 1, and so we have to introduce x. So to introduce x here, the x that is here is going to have power 0, because x to the power 0 is 1, and when you multiply 1 times 1, it will still give us the one that is there. And so we introduce plus 1 and also divide by the new index that we get there, which is 0 plus 1. Then minus on x here there is power 1, so this is 1 plus 1, and divide by 1 plus 1. Then minus 2x, the power which is here is 2, so 2 plus 1 divided by 2 plus 1. Then plus 4x 3 plus 1 divided by 3 plus 1. Then introduce plus c. So we now add to see what we're going to get. Let's add. So this is x. 0 plus 1 is just 1. So meaning here there's power 1 over 1. Then minus 1 plus 1 here. This will give us 2 over 2 minus 2 plus 1. That is 3, so we get a 3, then here also over 3, then plus 4x to the power 3 plus 1, we get a 4, and also here a 4, then plus c. So now what we're just going to do is simplify what can simplify. So for the first term, we're going to write y equal to, so what we have here is the same as just x, then minus the coefficient of x square, here there's a 1 and over a 2 here, so we'll write it as 1 over 2 x to the power 2, then minus, this is 2 over 3 x to the power 3. Then here we can simplify. 4 into 4, 1, 4 into 4, 1. So 1 into 1, that is 1. 1 times x to the power 4, this just gives x to the power 4, then plus c. So here we've gotten our equation, but then on the constant we still have a c, so we need to find the value of c. So to find the value of c, since this equation passes through the point 0, 2, we are going to use this point, which means here the value of x is 0, the value of y is 2. So when we substitute, on x we put 0 and on y we put 2, we are going to get c. So we'll do the following. So since this is y, so we put a 2 here, equal to, so this is 0 minus 1 over 2, 0 to the power 2 minus 2 over 3, 0 to the power 3 plus 0 to the power 4, then plus c. So what this will give us is, this here is 2, and this is 0. 0 square is 0, 0 times half here, negative half, that is 0. Also 0 to the power 3, this is also 0. The working here gives 0, and also this is 0. So everything here gives us 0. And plus c, this means 2 is equal to c, which just means that c is 2. So entering the final stage. So for the final stage, we are just now substituting where there's c, we put a 2. So our equation is going to be y is equal to x minus 1 over 2 x to the power 2 minus 2 over 3 x to the power 3 plus x to the power 4 plus 2. So this is what we're getting as our equation. So if we want, we can arrange the terms starting with the term with the highest power of x. So to arrange them like that, it will mean it will be x to the power 4 followed by this one minus 2 over 3 x to the power 3, then 1 over 2 x to the power 2, then plus x, then plus 2. So if we have to arrange the terms on the right side according to the highest power, then it means that we are going to have this order. So y is equal to x to the power 4 minus 2 over 3 x to the power 3 minus 1 over 2 x to the power 2 plus x plus 2 as our equation of the curve. Okay, so now moving on to the second part. The second part of the question has the following. So part B of this question 12 reads, a piece of wire 120 centimeters long is bent to form the shape shown in the diagram below. So that is our shape, which has 8x here, h, 5x, 2x, 5x, h. So now let's check the questions. The questions are as follows. Show that the area a centimeter square of the shape is given by a is equal to 4 80x minus 60x squared. So that is 4 marks for that part. And then the last part we are going to work out as the following information, which is Roman numeral, to find the value of x for which A is stationary. So let us start with the first part, which is showing that the area, which is a centimeter square of the shape, is given by area equal to 480x minus 60x square. So to work out this part, if we've seen on the diagram, what we have is the length from this point to this point is given as 8x. Then this is h. Here we've got 5, 2x, 5x, and this is h. So I'm going to work out, or I'm going to form an equation that will be in terms of h, because here h is the only different letter given. All these other terms have been given in terms of x. And if you've seen on area here, what we have is that on the right side, this is in terms of x. So we have to express this h in terms of x so that we can successfully get our area, which is in terms of x. To find an equation that will be in terms of h, we are going to use the information given above, that a piece of wire 120 centimeter long is bent. So it is bent to form the shape shown in the diagram below. So we are going to add all the sides given and equate to 120. So this is 8x plus h plus 5x plus 2x plus 5x plus h. All this equal to 120. And then to add like terms, here we've got 8x, 5x, 2x, 5x. So this gives us 20x. Then plus h plus h, this gives us 2h. And all this is equal to 120. To get this equation in terms of h, we are going to take 20x to the right. So we'll remain with 2h equal to 120 minus 20x. And to make h the subject, we divide both sides by 2. So here we're going to divide by 2, also there 2. And h here gives us, so 2 into 120, that is 60. Then 2 into 20, that's a 10x on this part. So this is what we are getting. H is equal to 60 minus 10x. Okay, so we've done that part. We've shown that h is equal to 60 minus 10x. So h is in terms of x. So then, how do we show that the area of this shape is given by area is equal to 480x minus 60x squared? So to help us work out this part, I will draw 3 lines here. 2 vertical lines from this corner and this corner, then also from this corner to this corner here. If this is 2x here, then this also is 2x. So the distance from here to here is 2x. So what does this mean then? For this distance from here to here, this means this is 3x and this is also 3x. Remember here, the full length from here to here, it is 8x. So when you remove 2x, this means you are going to remain with the 6x. And that 6x will divide by 2 because this side, which is here, is equal to this side. So this here is 3x and also this is 3x. So 3x is from this point to this point, and also this side, this point to this point. Then here what we're going to do is, now we have come up with two shapes. The way we've divided this, it means we've come up with two shapes that we can work with to get area. Okay, equal to 480x minus 60x squared. So the two shapes are, so this one here is a rectangle and this one here is a trapezium. So for a rectangle, all we need is the length times this part here, which represents h. So the multiplication of this and this gives the area. Now remember, h is in terms of this, so we'll multiply at some point for getting this area, which is area of a rectangle. Then this area here is area of a trapezium. So if this is area of a trapezium, we need the sides. For example, here we're going to say this is the side B, which is 8x, and also this side here, which is 2x. So we're going to let this as a at some point. But we also need height. So what is the height of the trapezium? So to get the height of the trapezium, all we do is use the concept on right angled triangle, so which is just Pythagoras theorem. So since this is a right angled triangle, then this means this is an adjacent side, this is also adjacent side, and this is the hypotenuse. So we've got 5x and here there is 3x. So to get this one, which I'll label as y, so we need to find this y. What does this y represent? So we're going to do the following. Just apply Pythagoras theorem. This will be y is equal to square root. So when finding the adjacent side, we subtract the square of the hypotenuse minus the square of the other adjacent side. So this is 5x in brackets square minus 3x in brackets square. So this will give us y equal to square root. So 5x square gives 25x square, then minus 3x square gives 9x square. The difference gives y equal to square root of 16x square, and square root of 16x square is just equal to 4x. So this means here y is equal to 4x. So meaning we've gotten the height of the trapezium, which is 4x. So we're going to use 4x on height of the trapezium. So then let us get the area of a rectangle first. Let's start with the rectangle, and this one we're going to call it area 1. So let's calculate area 1, then later on we calculate area 2. So area 1, it is the rectangle, area 2 trapezium. So area 1 is equal to, so on area 1, since it is a rectangle, we multiply L times B, and this gives, on L, the longest side is 8x, so we say 8x multiplied by the short side h. But then h, remember h was expressed in terms of x, so here we're dealing with this part, 60 minus 10x. So this is what is multiplying with the 8x. So here we get, open bracket, 60 minus 10x. So multiplying what we have here gives area 1 as, so what is 8x multiplied by 60? So this gives us 480x. Then 8x multiplying negative 10x, this gives us 80x square. So this is what we're getting for area of a rectangle. Then let's work out area 2, which is area of a trapezium. So area of a trapezium is given by half over 2a plus b then h. Now we said that a, we're going to use a as 2x and then b as 8x. Then h is the distance from there to there, which is 4x. So then this is going to be as follows. So we start with half, then open brackets, a is 2x, then plus b is 8x, then close. Then all this is multiplying by h, which is 4x. So we write the following then. Area 2 is equal to, so working out what is in brackets gives us 10x. Addition there is 10x, then all this multiplying with 4x. We can simplify. 2 into 2, 1, 2 into 10, this gives 5 here. So here we got 5x. So area 2 will equal to 5x times 4x. This will give us 20x square. So area 2 is giving us 20x square. So for that, we are now going to add what we got on area 1 and what we've gotten on area 2 to get the total area of the shape. So total area of the shape, I'll indicate it just as A. So A is equal to area 1 plus area 2. So area 1 is 480x minus 80x square, and area 2, so add plus 20x square. So this addition of the two areas, so the first one, this one, the second one, this one, what mean these two, the last two are the ones that are going to work out. So we maintain 480x and we add these two, so negative 80x square plus 20x square, so this gives the negative 60x square. And this is the area that we want to show for the shape above. So area is equal to 480x minus 60x square. So this is our solution, hence shown. So we now go to the second part, which is part 2. So part 2, we want to find the value of x for which a is stationary. So the condition for this is, if a is stationary, then it means that the derivative of the function that we got, a equal to 480x minus 80x square, it is equal to 0. So the derivative of that function is equal to 0. So remember, we got a equal to 480 x minus 60 x squared. So the condition here is if this is stationary, then we're looking at dA with respect to x, which is 480 minus, so that is the derivative of the first part. 480x gives 480, then this one gives 120, because 2 is going to multiply by 60, and x here, the power 2 will be subtracted by 1, so which gives 1. So this is 120x. So all this is equal to 0 if a is a stationary. So then it just means that we have to solve from 480 going this side, so equal to 0. So solving for that part will give 480 equal to, so we take 120x to the right. This is going to give positive 120x, and to find x we divide by 120, and also here 120. So 120 into 120 is x, so x equal to so 120 into 480, or we can just divide 12 into 48, that just gives a 4. So this is centimeter. So the value of x is 4 centimeter when a is stationary. So a is stationary, so a is stationary when x equal to 4 centimeters. So thank you so much for watching this video.